Okay, so today we're going to be trimming this little goat's hooves. Mike's going to hold him because he won't fit in the milk stand. Hopefully this gets on the camera. You just want to trim back what's growing over. And I'm not the best at trimming hooves. Back in my day I used to be, but not anymore. It's what happens when you get old. His isn't exactly real bad. And it doesn't hurt him. This is just like trimming your fingernails. The worst part is they're out sometimes in the woods and they end up, these things grow. Most of the time if they're in the woods where it's rock, they'll keep them more down. These aren't exactly the best trimmers in the world. And you don't want to take off too much because that'll lame him. Always after I do trim their hooves, in case I do get into something I shouldn't, I always try to give them a little bit of penicillin in case there's an infection that comes up. Trim off the tops. Not the best job in the world, but it'll do. Like I say, these are woods goats, so they don't have to be perfect. They're not show animals. And you do it on all 4 hooves. And hopefully this is getting in there. It's alright. He's hollering because he just don't like to be held. Try to go ahead and get this back one. The back ones are usually the ones that are hardest to get. Like I say, hopefully we're getting this in the camera shot. If you have to, if their pads are growing a little bit, you can trim them off as well. Just don't go too deep on them. I got you. Hold him. We're going to go ahead and give this one a shot while the camera's rolling. If you don't like needles, you can turn the video off right now. On a little guy like him, probably about 1.5 cc's. On the bigger goats, we always give 3 cc's. We always use, penicillin we use is always LA200. It doesn't need refrigerated or anything like that. I always use the Sherlock syringes. The push-on syringes I don't like because sometimes the needles can actually come out and get stuck in the animal or get stuck in me. If I've got it attached to the syringe, I like it better. You just screw that on like that. Like I said, we're only going to give about 1.5 cc's of the LA200, which is actually a penicillin. And it just goes under the skin. And I do this when I trim their toenails, just in case there's some foot rot, just in case, you know, I've nicked something. I don't want to run a chance of an infection there. Find the back part. Now, I always just give this under the skin. And he's done.